broadcasting legend on the couch, Red Robinson. Stuff you should do calendar. I'm thinking Red Rock Diner. Let's put that on the list.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, I was just going to say, it's been doing great box office. You know, the original production was back in 97, 98, and one of the roles was played, an Elvis-like character, was played by Michael Bublé. You know, that's where it really got him launched, although he was playing clubs around town, you know, and in different areas, but just a good guy. But this show has got so much energy, and it's been selling out. So what they have done is they've extended it by 16 shows, 16 more performances.
And what's the premise of the show? We've got. I love to see Crazy Legs in any show, Red. I'll give you that one. But what is this like for you? Because this is really influenced by your life, seeing your story playing out on stage.
Well, the tough part is to watch someone play you, and you wait for the audience reaction. But no, Neil Miner plays the role of Red Robinson, that character, and he does a great job. But it was the halcyon days of rock and roll music. It absolutely was, Riaz. And I think the second biggest, that was the kind of spotlight 1957 over a period of a week. And then the next biggest rock and roll era was 1964 with the Beatles and the Stones and everything. So it's fun to have been at both.
And you talk about high energy that plays out on stage, which is a great show. And there are so many great stories, so many great moments for you having worked in this business. And you brought some photos. Take us through these images and some of your favorite moments along the way. Yeah. Let's bring up the first few, because one of the first DJs to bring rock and roll to Canada.
There we are. And I'm this picture is taken at Vancouver Police Department. We just had them here. They're giving me a ticket for creating a noise on Hastings Street at Ward's Music. That's what that picture is. And you know, there's a few letters. You know, we get emails now, but this was a snail mail. Look at it. Look at the number of letters you get in a week. It was because it was all new, and there I am giving away.
News 1130 fan back in the day, too.
Yeah, well, I was at CKWX in those days, and there we are giving away Elvis records. I think 2,000 or 3,000 of them. We'd mail them all out. Things have changed. This is interesting. This is at CJOR, which no longer exists, and I'm on the stage at Kit's Showboat, and I said, I'll take the radio show down there to Kit's Showboat, and why don't you join me? 10,000 kids showed up. So I knew then that rock and roll was not a hula hoop. It wasn't going to go out of style. And I'm giving away pictures of Elvis there. This is interesting. This is the opening of Elvis' movie, and Love Me Tender. And what I did is I ran a contest, and all the people standing there with me are named Presley. Every one of those people are named Presley. Yeah.
Looks sharp in a bow tie, too. Gotta say that.
And these are some of the cheerleaders. I used to run a cheerleader contest. What was the best group? Just had a lot of fun. You know, when you talk about happy days, they certainly were, Riaz. They really were happy days.
I'm liking the hairstyle, too, with the Superman swirl of this rocking.
Yeah, well, I don't, yeah, Bill Haley had that, too. No, this is the control room. You know, it's amazing how things have changed. I look now and I'm going, man, is that archival? You know? But,
well, when you look back, I mean, the souvenirs that you must have collected must be phenomenal. There's a special year, special anniversary this year, and want to get a shot for Beatles fans, Beatlemania. You were a part of this. Tell us the story behind this one.
Well, this is a poster that Glenn Green brought out. It's a painting. It looks like a photograph, but it's a painting. Now, Glenn Green is the artist, local artist, done some amazing things over the years, but he did all the Olympic coins. And he's currently working on a group of coins for the Canadian Mint. So they thought, it's the 50th anniversary of the Beatles being here in Vancouver. I was the MC of the show, so Glenn was inspired and brought this out. And you know, they're available, these prints, but they're not a photograph. Everybody looks at it, it's a photograph. Glenn signed it and I signed every copy. Limited edition, of course. But it brings back memories, and we'll be out there doing a special tribute on August 22nd at the PNE. Come on out. Celebrate 50 years of the Beatles being here. And I'll never forget John Lennon telling me to get off the stage.
Oh, nice. What happened there?
Well, do I have 30 seconds to tell it? Okay. What happened was the crowd was getting out of control, like a Vancouver Canucks Stanley Cup riot. They're pushing in against the stage. They're all young people, but it's getting nervous. Brian Epstein says, I want you to get up and interrupt the show and tell everybody to back off or the Beatles are leaving. And I said, well, you don't interrupt an act. He said, no, you do it. And the police inspector, Bud Arrington, said, you get up there. So I get up and I'm walking across the stage. I waited for the end of a song, and I'm walking across the stage, and John Lennon says, get the expletive, deletive, there we go, get off the stage.
Yeah.
And so I go over and I'm talking to him, and I've got my hand cupped to my ear, and he has to, because we couldn't hear each other. The crowd noise is so loud. And I said, John, Brian Epstein down there in the corner of the stage, I'm yelling at him, told me to come up here. And he looked down, and Brian's giving him the okay, you know. So he says, okay, carry on, mate.
That was it.
That was it.
You got a moment with a Beatle. That's pretty amazing, Red. Well, listen, we've got tickets given away to the Red Rock Diner if you want to check it out on stage. Contest at btvancouver.ca. Subject line, Red Rock. An absolute pleasure to see you again.
Thank you, Riaz.
Don Chubet, I know, is a big fan of yours, too. She's standing by in the live eye.